Can you tell me how close you're going to go to the camera? Arrête ici, s'il vous plaît.
La première image que j'ai d'elle, elle est debout devant la porte, elle tient le rideau, elle dit « Welcome in my bordello », ce qui est quand même assez joli.
Elle a des yeux qu'elle plonge dans les vôtres fixement. Il y a une détermination, une froideur, une intelligence, une espèce d'acharnement. J'ai vraiment eu l'impression que c'était quelqu'un en béton.
Ce qui m'a beaucoup surpris, ça m'a fait penser à une nouvelle de Truman Capote, c'est quand elle est arrivée, c'est le bruit de ses talons sur le marbre. Et Truman Capote, dans une nouvelle, décrit le bruit des talons hauts d'une femme sur le marbre, et il compare ça au bruit que font les glaçons dans un verre, qui s'entrechoquent. Et très bizarrement, je me suis dit, tiens, oui, c'est vrai qu'elle aurait pu être un personnage de Truman Capote.
C'est une fille qui est petite, minuscule, qui est juchée sur des grosses semelles compensées, qui est mal maquillée, mais qui sait ce qu'elle veut et qui le montre dans son regard et à chaque geste qu'elle esquisse, quoi.
Ce qui était un peu agaçant, mais c'est toujours le cas, c'est-à-dire qu'au bout de 50 minutes, alors qu'on est en pleine conversation, il y a quelqu'un qui frappe et qui vient dire « c'est fini ». Donc c'est toujours un peu... donc on a dû gagner, on lui a dit oh, « non, pas encore », on a dû gagner 10 minutes. Et elle-même a ri en disant « voyez, vous avez 10 minutes supplémentaires, pourtant vous n'avez pas payé plus cher ».
It's very red. Yeah, what do you think, Peter and Joanne?
Sexe, érotica et maintenant body. La Madone du sexe se conjugue désormais au pluriel. Livres, disques et films articulés autour d'un seul et même thème, le sexe. Suivant que l'on est publicitaire ou critique, on pourrait parler de synergie, de déclinaison ou encore de triptyque. Rien d'étonnant quand on sait que depuis 10 ans, Madonna considère marketing et promo comme une vraie machine de guerre et même comme un art à part entière. Lorsque Madonna était venue à Paris en octobre dernier faire la promotion de son livre Sexe et de son disque Erotica, la star affichait alors un look triomphant prenant le glamour tant attendu à rebrousse-poil avec ses tresses bavaroises et sa dent en or. 6 mois plus tard, le livre a fait une belle carrière, le disque lui marche moins bien que les précédents, alors qu'en est-il du 3e volet, le film ?
Do you remember your first erotic souvenir at the movies?
Well, the first time I felt erotic towards somebody was when I saw To Kill a Mockingbird. I fell madly in love with Gregory Peck. That's my first memory.
Madonna a changé depuis, et le cinéma aussi, comme le prouve Body of Evidence, qui signifie en français le corps du délit, mais auquel les distributeurs français ont préféré le plus racoleur, Body tout court. Body donc, qui sort aujourd'hui, a tout pour attirer a priori. Le réalisateur Uli Edel, l'auteur des très remarqués et déjà sulfureux Moi Christian F. et Last Exit to Brooklyn, les acteurs, Madonna bien sûr, mais aussi William Dafoe et Joe Mantegna, et l'histoire, trame classique du polar efficace. Madonna y est accusée du meurtre de son amant, qu'elle aurait tué en lui faisant l'amour. Pour convaincre son avocat de toute son innocence, elle jouera de ses charmes auprès de William Dafoe. Vous le savez sans doute déjà, le film a été interdit au moins de 17 ans aux États-Unis, le fameux NC-17 qui rabaisse Body au rang des films porno. La presse américaine n'a pas manqué de faire référence à Basic Instinct, aux grandes dames de Madonna. Plus cruellement, un magazine américain titrait récemment « Les rockstars ne seront jamais des acteurs ». Le public, quant à lui, est resté dubitatif car le film ne remporte pas vraiment le succès escompté au box-office. Notre correspondante à New York a posé justement sa caméra à la sortie de plusieurs salles de cinéma.
She's a great singer and a pretty good actor.
I think she's absolutely phenomenal. I mean, it was laughable how bad she was, to be honest. I mean, she was playing herself and she still, you know, just really can't act.
Hot, yeah.
Do you like her?
Yes, I like her.
Why?
Because she does what she wants to do when she wants to do it.
Madonna's a horrible actress. Nice body, but that's about it. Nothing of substance, you know?
Why do you say she's a terrible actress?
Well, she looked like she was reading her lines of a teleprompter, almost like she memorized them. I think she should stick to singing.
I love Barbra Streisand, but Madonna comes second.
She's good. She's great. I love her. Big kiss for her.
Pour Pour sa part, Madonna a changé de ton. Son apparence est plus sage, moins risquée, plus conforme à ce que l'on attend d'elle. Prudence ou stratégie, Madonna actrice joue la carte de l'humilité. Il semble même qu'elle ne revendique pas ce film avec la même force tranquille que ses autres projets. À 7 sur 7, par exemple, elle disait qu'elle assumait toujours tout son travail et qu'elle en était fière. Tout ce que je fais est politique, disait-elle à l'époque. Ici, elle se désolidarise de certains aspects du film Body, léger bémol donc cette fois comme on va le voir.
When I read Body of Evidence, I didn't think that the script was so great, but then, and I kind of ignored it, but then when Uli was going to do it and Willem was going to do it, then I became interested because I thought they would make it something different.
The first time we see you in the movie Body of Evidence, you are crying. Is it difficult for you to cry, and how do you do?
Well, the saddest things that could ever happen to me, and then it just happens. But it's hard if you've been doing it all day and you get to like 5 o'clock and you've done a million takes, and now the saddest things you could think of aren't sad to you anymore, so that's when it gets hard.
How long after you stopped dating Dr. Paley did you start dating his patient, Mr. Marsh?
Must have been about 4 months.
4 months, in which you tried to meet your victim at galleries and museum openings?
Objection. Counsel's baiting the witness.
Not at all. I'm establishing premeditation.
By baiting the witness.
Overruled. Answer the question.
I never heard his name before I met him.
You never saw his picture in the paper?
I don't read the paper.
Is it your sworn testimony that by coincidence alone, you happened to date both Andrew Marsh, who died from a combination of sex and drugs, and the doctor who treated him for drug poisoning?
Portland's a small city. I even dated a man who dated a woman you dated.
Do you think you're capable of just answering the questions put to you?
I'm just trying to explain myself.
How did you prepare yourself for this part?
Let's see. Well, I went to court with Willem Dafoe and just watched murder trials and watched people that were convicted for murder, how they behaved, men and women, their facial expressions, their eyes, how they dressed, and mostly that. I watched a lot of movies from the 40s also that I thought had a sort of similar feeling to it, the sort of film noir, courtroom dramas, those kind of movies, a lot of Hitchcock movies. This one movie in particular, but now I can't even remember the name of it, but Gregory Peck was in it, and it was a Hitchcock film, and there was an Italian actress, Louis Jourdan was in it, and he was very, very young. Do you know the film I'm talking about?
Had you no fear at the thought of spending your life with a blind man?
I thought it a splendid opportunity.
Opportunity?
Yes, I thought I will be his eyes.
Well, did you find it difficult to care for a blind man? To take care of him?
No.
He was never unkind to you?
Sometimes. But I understood. It was terrible for him being like that. It was easy to forgive him.
That's the one I watched the most because I loved the way she portrayed, you could never read her eyes in the courtroom. You could never tell. Every day people would give their testimonies. Some people said things that would make you think she was guilty. Some people said things that would make you think that she wasn't guilty, but whenever you looked into her eyes, you could never tell.
What did you learn from this shooting?
What did I learn? Well, I learned how difficult it is to do love scenes. I mean, really difficult.
What is in particular way difficult?
Just being in a room full of people that you don't know, technicians and, you know, assistant directors and all these people with walkie-talkies on, and you have to pretend to be in a very intimate situation, and there's lights everywhere, and you have to make sure your head lands in a certain position for the camera and the light, and it's very mechanical and scientific, and it's hard to think that way and also be very free. You know what I mean? So it was really hard.
One of the themes of the movie is S&M relationships. Do you think acting can be sometimes a kind of masochistic pleasure?
Absolutely. Acting, making movies is completely masochistic.
Why?
Well, because it's really hard work. You have to get up really early in the morning. You're on the set all day. Everybody's always in a bad mood. You're tired. You have to do take after take after take. You sit around waiting all day in your bathrobe or whatever. You work 16 hours a day. You go home. You take off your makeup. You look like shit. You feel like shit. There's nothing glamorous about it. And then you don't ever know, no matter how hard you work or how hard you try, if the movie's going to end up good, because the director's in charge of all that, and you don't know how, if you don't know how they're going to edit it in the end. You don't know what scenes will be there and what scenes won't be there, and it's always a huge risk that you take.
Excuse me.
And it's just a lot of hard work.
By the way, you don't do safe sex in this movie. Do you feel responsible for the image you give on the screen?
No, because it's not my personal statement. I'm playing a character, and she's, in my opinion, she's suicidal. She doesn't care. She lives life on the edge. She doesn't care to protect herself or anybody else. So she's irresponsible, and that's her, not me.
What is for you a good actress?
What is the definition of a good actress?
For you.
To be honest.
Are movie parts an opportunity to say something you want to say and you can't say otherwise? And
they can be. I mean, are you talking about making some sort of a political statement or something?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They can be. It depends on the film. Sometimes they're completely mindless, thoughtless entertainment.
And regarding this movie?
No, I have no political statement to make in this movie.
And could it be redundant comparing to sex and erotica?
No, they're completely different, because sex and erotica is my personal statement, and body of evidence. I'm playing a character. It's not my point of view.
Madonna, qui affirme partout haut et fort qu'elle aime tout contrôler, cède visiblement sur le terrain du cinéma. Plutôt surprenant de sa part d'accepter de n'être qu'une interprète, en attendant bien sûr de prendre le pouvoir à Hollywood. Elle est consciente d'avoir encore à faire ses preuves, d'où des compromis qu'elle s'impose, comme ceux auxquels elle a dû consentir au début de sa carrière de pop star. Pour Madonna, jouer la comédie ne relève pas uniquement de la mégalomanie ou encore de la stratégie, il s'agit d'abord et surtout d'un rêve, d'un vieux rêve, celui de la petite Louise Ciccone qui s'ennuyait ferme à Pontiac, Michigan, sa ville natale. Un rêve devenu réalité il y a 8 ans, lors de son apparition dans Recherche Suzanne désespérément. Au cinéma, les choix de Madonna sont toujours et invariablement les mêmes, les rôles de femme fatale, que ce soit dans Dick Tracy, dans Shanghai Surprise, dans Who's That Girl ou encore dans Une équipe hors du commun, où elle se prénomme, mais, hasard ou clin d'œil, à l'une de ses actrices fétiches, la pulpeuse et provocante Mae West. Après un rôle écourté au montage dans Ombres et brouillards de Woody Allen, Madonna se cantonne au même registre de séductrice qui cabotine avec la caméra dans In Bed with Madonna, aboutissement logique donc et sans surprise avec Body. Au total, quelques erreurs de parcours paradoxales de la part d'une Wonder Woman qui depuis 10 ans a toujours pris soin de s'entourer des meilleurs, que ce soit pour les clips ou les disques, c'est elle qui signe les chèques et c'est elle qui conserve le dernier mot, sauf au cinéma. 9 films, 7 disques, plus de films que de disques, mais Madonna n'a pas encore pu s'imposer comme comédienne. Aucun réel succès public donc depuis 8 ans, ce qui ne doit pas plaire à cette dame de fer-là, habituée à tout réussir. D'où une humilité, une prudence auxquelles nous n'avons pas toujours eu droit.
Do you remember the first time you wanted to be an actress?
Yes, I'm sure it was the first time I wanted to tell a lie to my father when I was 4 years old or 5 years old or something.
Is there a specific pain linked to being an actress, and have you ever felt filming as a rape?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just don't feel like laughing when you're supposed to be funny. You have a personal life too, you know, and it's hard to really focus and concentrate. Sometimes you don't feel like crying, you're in a happy mood. And you have to kind of shut off the outside world when you're making a movie and nobody else exists, and your friends all hate you because you never call them back, and you just feel very isolated, so I think that part of it's painful.
Would you be attracted by playing any kind of woman, even a housekeeper?
You mean a maid?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Or what about being ugly in a movie like Sophie Loren did one time? Would you accept?
I think I think I played ugly in Body of Evidence. I don't think I always looked beautiful. I mean, absolutely.
You're a little late. I needed to know before he testified. Why the did you warn me at least?
Did you need to hear about every man I ever had sex with?
No, just the ones with bad hearts who put you in their wills.
You think I killed Andrew?
So does everyone in that courtroom.
You are not on trial.
Oh, the hell I'm not. I must have been out of my mind to get involved with you.
To make love to me?
Yes. But I'm not going to compound my mistakes. You're my client. That's it. I don't want to have anything to do with you beyond that.
Just like that?
Yeah.
Like I don't have any feelings?
Hey, I'm not your type. I'm too young and healthy.
That's not fair, Frank.
No. But it's accurate.
Who is Madonna on a set? Do you check, for instance, the lights as Marlene Dietrich used to, or are you alone and very concentrated?
So far, I haven't done a movie where I was in a position to be in charge of anything except what I was doing as an actress. I think when I make videos and stuff, I'm much more in control of the lighting and stuff because I have a relationship with the directors. I work with them time and time again, and it's different. They know my face. They know how to light me. They want me to look good. A lot of directors don't really care about whether you look good or not. And if you don't know them, you don't know how they work. It's very difficult to. You feel like you're speaking out of turn or something, or you're being vain or something to say, you know, do I look good? You just have to kind of take a chance and assume that they want you to look your best. And sometimes they don't really care, and then, you know, then you're stuck with what you're stuck with. But.
Great directors often like to play mind games with actors in order to have performance from them.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that?
In other words, they're sadists to my masochism.
Do you agree of going with them in this kind of manipulation?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it works. Sometimes if a director is like pushing you and he keeps saying, do it again, do it again, do it again, and you get really, really, really furious with them, and you get really mad, and then you use that in the scene. That's what they want. Sometimes they have to push you to get to that moment. I mean, sometimes it's necessary, because like I said, sometimes you go to work and you don't feel like it, and they have to kind of slap you around and get you into the mood, unfortunately. It's very sadomasochistic on a movie set.
How do you feel about being a tool among others in their hands?
Well, sometimes I feel confident and sometimes I feel scared. Like I said, if I've worked with someone before and I know them, I feel much safer and I can surrender myself and not be afraid. But with people I've never worked with before, it's harder to be a tool, as you say.
What's for you in the movie stardom that you have not obtained already?
Just better roles, better scripts, better movies, everything.
De meilleurs rôles, de meilleurs scénarios, de meilleurs films. À croire que ceux qu'on lui a offerts jusqu'à présent n'ont pas pleinement satisfait Madonna. Elle a beau être depuis 10 ans la femme la plus célèbre du monde après son homonyme la Sainte Vierge, le cinéma lui résiste. Le 7e art pourtant ne semble pas être pour elle un joujou de plus. Madonna est cinéphile. En effet, ses références sont bien au-dessus de celles de l'américain moyen. Il y a quelques années, elle disait aimer Truffaut, Jeanne Moreau, Luc Besson et Béatrice Dalle, des noms que la plupart des Américains ignorent. Pour réserver incognito ses chambres d'hôtel ou pour signer ses lettres dans son livre Sexe, elle choisit des surnoms dignes des plus avertis. Lulu, par exemple, en hommage à Louise Brooks, qu'elle adore, dit-elle, parce qu'elle était hyperactive et qu'elle ne mâchait pas ses mots. Dita, en référence à Dita Parlo, une actrice des années 20 qui jouait aux côtés de Michel Simon dans La Talente de Jean Vigo. Et pour son prochain film, Madonna a choisi un auteur hors norme, Destroy, et déjà culte, Abel Ferrara. Le tournage, dont vous voyez ici les toutes premières images, se déroule en ce moment à New York. Pour contourner l'obstacle, donc, Madonna a décidé d'appliquer au cinéma les méthodes qui ont fait sa fortune dans d'autres domaines. tout contrôler, d'où la signature en octobre dernier d'un deal faramineux avec Time Warner. Madonna est ainsi à la tête d'une société multimédia, Maverick, destinée à produire des disques, des livres, des films et même des émissions de télé.
Well, the movie I'm doing next is one that I'm producing.
Can you talk a little bit about it? Is it the one with Abel Ferrara?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you
Snake
talk a
Eyes.
little bit about it?
Sure. It's called Snake Eyes, and Harvey Keitel is in it, and James Rousseau. And Harvey plays a director, and I play an actress, and James Rousseau's an actor, and it's the insanity of making movies. It's what we were talking about earlier, the sadomasochism of making a movie and how you can destroy your life just to make a movie, and then in the end, is it worth it? And it's a little bit like Day for Night, the Truffaut's film, how it's, you know, you see the movie being shot, it's a movie within a movie, and sometimes it's very confusing what's real and what's not real. So that's my next project, and I'm producing that with my new company.
Who are the great directors you want to work with?
That I haven't worked with already?
Yeah. Or even...
That are alive. All the people I want to work with are dead.
For instance?
For instance, Visconti, Pasolini, Fassbinder, Bob Fosse. I mean, who would I love to work with?
Or are you looking for your Joseph von Sternberg?
Yeah, I am.
And what does it
I sort of feel like I have one, but he directs all my videos. His name is David Fincher.
Yeah.
And we work on everything together, and we probably will do a movie someday, but I feel like the relationship I have with him is the one that she had with him, that Marlene had with von Sternberg.
Yeah. And then what does it take to direct you?
It's just almost like a silent language. It's with eyes, you know, when you know someone so well, and it also has to do with love. I think the director has to kind of be in love with the actress and want only the best for her.
Is it a handicap being Madonna when it comes to make a character believable?
It's not a handicap for me. I think maybe it's a handicap for the audience, because I have such a very specific image in the public that sometimes I think it's hard for people to forget what they already think they know about me when they're watching a movie.
How do you deal with that?
I just do the best I can do. I can't be bothered what other people think.
Les piétinements de Madonna dans le domaine du cinéma sont-ils révélateurs d'une faille? Annoncent-ils le début de la fin, l'épuisement d'une recette? Ou au contraire, l'énergie et le professionnalisme de la star viendront-ils peut-être un jour à bout d'Hollywood? Body of Evidence sera-t-il le rôle qui établira Madonna la comédienne? Mais au-delà, on peut se poser une autre question. Madonna ne s'est-elle pas précipitée dans son propre piège? Après sa trilogie sexuelle, que peut-elle bien jouer en rappel? Que lui reste-t-il après le sexe? Dieu peut-être? Quelle sera donc la prochaine étape de celle qui fait déjà l'objet de sujets de thèse dans les universités américaines au moment où Madonna entame sa deuxième décennie de célébrité planétaire?
How do you imagine yourself in 10 years?
I can't think that far ahead.
Why?
Because I'm not a fortune teller.